might get it. We need one more.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Freedom Call. If you would do me a huge favor, please state your name and where you're calling from. We'll be getting our call started in about 2 minutes.
Mary Joy Smith, Jackson, Mississippi.
Reggie King.
Good evening, Mary Joy Smith. Good evening, Reggie King.
Bonnie Burger
Texas,
from New York.
Bonnie Burger, good evening.
Tom in North Carolina.
North Carolina is on fire. Good evening. California, good evening.
Pennsylvania.
Montclair, New Jersey.
Pennsylvania, Montclair, New Jersey. Good evening. Welcome to the Freedom Call. Georgia, welcome to the call.
Joe Shivers, Philadelphia.
Good evening, Joe Shivers. Welcome to the call.
Eddie Hackett in
Please
Philadelphia.
state your name and where you're calling from. Good evening, Mr. Hackett.
Ed Williams, Parkland, Maryland.
Good evening, Mr. Williams. Welcome to the call.
Tim Muckman from Philadelphia.
Good evening. Welcome, Philadelphia.
Norman Cox from Philadelphia as well.
Good evening. Welcome to the call.
Sandra Vaughn, Memphis, Tennessee.
Katie from
Good evening, Sandra. Welcome to the call.
And McLaughlin,
Pastor from
Florida.
Ohio.
All right. Welcome. Welcome. Glad you could join us.
California.
Heard a bunch of people chime in right there at the same time. Welcome to the call. Pittsburgh is in the house. Welcome to the Freedom Call.
Latrice, California.
Welcome. Welcome to the call.
Lawrence from New York.
Lawrence, welcome to the call tonight. Good to hear you.
Samuel.
Hey, Samuel, welcome to the call. Give it another 30 seconds. You can shout out. Tell us where you're calling from.
George Smith, Washington, D.C.
George, welcome to the call. Glad you can make it out.
Thank you.
Atlanta.
Good evening, Phyllis. Welcome to the call. Well, folks, let's go ahead and get this thing started. I'm going to go ahead and kick this in. Good evening and welcome to the Freedom Call. This is an exciting time. Tonight's topic, Mr. Ty Best, our senior partner, has given us an awesome topic tonight. And, folks, I'm just fired up and excited, ready to go, ready to hear what our senior partner has to share with us. You know, we get the privilege every Wednesday night to hear from someone with 32-plus years of experience, not only himself, but his wife also. They are our dynamic duo, and I'm just honored to be hosting this Freedom Call tonight. We're going to do a little bit something just a little different. We're going to kick it over to Ms. Sheila Abram just to give us a kind of an overview of our mission with Wealth Builders Worldwide. You know, we consider ourselves to be one of the most exciting, fired-up teams in all the world of Karatbars. And tonight when Mr. Best said he wanted to talk about why Karatbars and why now, we couldn't think of anything more fitting than to give our team members on this leadership call just a quick overview of the vision and the mission of Wealth Builders Worldwide. So let me kick it over to my business partner out there on the California Go Rush team. It's late here on the East Coast. They're just getting wound up on the West Coast. Good evening, Ms. Sheila Abram.
Good evening, Mr. Delco. Wealth Builders Worldwide has a wonderful mission. Our mission is to provide individuals worldwide with the tools required to enhance their lives, achieve their dreams, and build massive wealth. We are salespeople. We are a sales team. We do not sell products, goods, or services. We sell people on the infinite possibilities of their lives and the power of their dreams. We sell people on never giving up because it is a noble cause. Back to you, Mr. Delco.
Thank you so much, Ms. Abram. And let me just ask you real quick, when you got involved with Wealth Builders Worldwide, what was it that really just kind of did it for you that you said, this is home for me, this is where I need to be with this team, this leadership? What was it for you?
Well, what did it for me was actually the very first power call that I was on. We were able to see Karatbars finally pass California. When we got on the power call, people worldwide, globally, across the state were on the power call. Back then, we even had someone from Saudi Arabia. So that let me know I'm in the right place, the right team, because I could connect with people worldwide.
Well, let me just tell you, for me, you know, the leadership that we have here with Wealth Builders Worldwide, I love Karatbars, and it's amazing. I told Mr. Tybes this afternoon, I said, sir, I could not have done this without you. Folks, I was literally able, once I got started with Karatbars and connected with Mr. Best, I was able to walk away from a full-time job with Wells Fargo as a mortgage banker. I was managing 3 branches, and now I get to stay home, live a lifestyle that some people wish they could have the freedom that I have. And, you know, I get to do it from home, connecting with people all over the world, and it's totally just 103 days. I was able to pack it up and come home, and I haven't been back since. And that's going on 2 years in just a few months here. That'll be 2 years, and I accredit it all to our senior partner showing me how to do it, blazing the trail. Our senior partner, Mr. Best, tonight talking to us about why Karatbars and why now. So, folks, I encourage you, grab a pencil and paper, pen and paper, and get ready to take some copious notes so that we can hear how to expand this global goal savings network from someone who has done it. Good evening, Mr. Best.
Well, good evening, Mr. Delco, Ms. Abrams. First, I want to say, can you guys hear me okay?
Loud and clear. Sound great.
Okay, because I feel like I heard some cracking sound there. I wasn't sure if that was my phone or the line. But, folks, look, I just wanted to give a quick talk tonight. We want to record this talk, and it's basically called Why You, Why Karatbars, and Why Now. And the idea behind this recording really is to give you something that you can hand to your family, friends, prospects, strangers, that you can put in their hand that they can listen to while they're going to and from work. You can share with your team members, and so they can get a true understanding about what Karatbars is all about. So let me see how I do this in the next 15 minutes or so. Why you? Number one, and I want to get to these points as clearly as I possibly can so you can start to get these in your spirit and your mind. Why you? Number one, why you? You are part of the 99%. So what's the 99%? That 99% of the population that got a 2% increase in pay over the last 2 decades. So why are you getting this audio program? Why are you talking about Karatbars? This is why. You're part of that 99% that saw their income increase just 2% in the last 20 years. While the wealthy, the 1%, saw their income go up over 62% in that same 2 decades. And that 1/10 of 1% doubled their income in that same 20-year period. So 99% of the people, folks, in this country are not making it. No matter what they say, no matter what they look like, the fact of the matter, we're talking about a 2% increase in 99% of the population's income in the last 20 years. Why you? Because according to the Social Security Administration, 95% of the population will be broke at age 65 or 70 after working 40 to 45 years on a job. Those are facts. So 1 would be wealthy, 4 would be independent, but 95% will be dependent upon government and family to make it. Those are facts. Those are facts. This is why because you are part of the 85% that say after working 45 to 50 years won't have $200 in the bank. And they say right now less than 50% of the population has over $500 in savings, and less than 50% of the population could live right now 90 days without some serious financial crisis taking place if they didn't have a job. This is why Karatbars is so important, and this is why this message is meant for you. So you pass this audio message out, it's to help people take a sort of a wake-up call and look. And even more drastically, I said the 4th point, why you, is because you are part of that group that has no time and money. That group called the working or middle class that's right now selling 40 to 70 hours a week of their life just to break even or to lose financial ground every single year. Karatbars represents a solution to that problem because we show people how to build wealth and build wealth in a small amount of spare time every single week. That's why you. Because when we're out there talking to folks, a lot of times, folks, they don't understand. So to get this audio message and listen to it over and over again, say, wait a minute. I'm a part of that 95%. Yes, when I first heard that message, I was 28 years old. And the speaker said that 95% of the population, after working 40 to 45 years, will be broke. I heard that at 20 years old in 1983. I couldn't believe it. And he said, just look around. Don't take my word for it. Look around. Look at what people are doing. Look at people who've been doing what you're doing right now for 30 or 40 years longer than you've been doing, and ask yourself, do you want to live their life? It's not brain surgery. It's not complicated. The information is right there in front of them. Success leaves clues, and failure leaves massive amount of clues, and all people have to do is look around. They can see that. So it's obvious. Why you? Let's talk about why Karatbars. Real quickly, why Karatbars International? What makes Karatbars so uniquely different, Karatbars, so uniquely different than all these other 1,000 deals and business opportunities out there? Number one, it's a simple wealth building plan, like Ms. Sheila Abrams explains every single day, that everyone can do. Number one, it's free to enroll. You set up a free gold savings account. It's free for anybody over 120 plus countries. Open the account. It takes less than 5 minutes. It puts you in a position to start acquiring and saving gold 1 gram at a time, 2.5, 5 grams, and transaction-friendly amounts. See, Karatbars is the best for that simple reason. It's a simple wealth building program. We're not selling anything. We're not buying anything. We're not trying to convince people to sell anything. What we're doing is we're convincing people to save, and that saving starts with you paying yourself first. That's step one, teaching other people how to do the exact same thing. There are no transaction fees. And the gold, unlike so many other companies out there that may be out there saying gold is available, Karatbars International ships the gold directly to your doorstep via FedEx. You have the physical possession of the gold. But not only that do we save, we get paid to save and to teach others how to do the exact same thing. And in our free program, it puts you in a position to earn income once a month. But if you decide to become an affiliate, a full affiliate, and get one of our independent business packages, one of our income-producing business packages, it puts you in a position to earn income 5 times a month. Now, I don't know who you are, but 5 times a month sounds better than 1. And here's what I'm proud to say. I've been involved in Karatbars 22 months. Not involved, that sounds too weak. I've been committed from the time I understood Karatbars for 22 months, and I've gotten paid 5 times a month, every single month, from the day I signed the application, the day I submitted my form, and joined this free wealth building program that anyone can do. And what's so powerful, folks, if you decide that you don't want to build a business, we make a statement all the time that says everyone wins in Karatbars. Because if you don't do anything else but open your free account and save gold every single chance you get, you win, because you're acquiring what? A potential appreciating asset. We're not here for speculative purposes. We're not marketing a commodity that way. Our product is money. But every single time you acquire that money, which is gold, you have potential appreciating asset, and you're building your net worth every single time. Now, on top of that, you have people who get involved. So, wait a minute, I wonder about the credibility of the company. Let me explain something to you. Karatbars is not on trial here. Don't let anyone shake your tree about Karatbars being on trial. Karatbars is 5 years old, has a 5-year track record. We're in 120-plus countries already, 350,000 affiliates. It blows my mind every day when someone calls me and say, I just have a few questions, like they're going to come up with some question that has not been asked by one of 350,000 independent affiliates in the last 5 years. But, you know, we be courteous. We're courteous, and we respond to those questions. But the fact of the matter is, Karatbars is not on track for 5 years. Commissions paid 5 times a month to people who get out and share the program. 123 countries have already tested and vetted Karatbars. And by the way, Karatbars is not a personal referral company as we know it. Karatbars is a licensed e-commerce company, completely different concept, and it's something you've never seen. The only similarity between Karatbars and all these other things in the personal referral industry is that it asks you to personally invite people. You can only be involved by a personal invitation only. So 4 pillars of credibility. Number 1, 5-year track record, 120-plus countries, 350,000 affiliates. Now, by the way, for those who say, well, 350,000 people are already involved, it's too late. Folks, I just said we're in 120-plus countries on a planet of 7 billion. They said by the time we get to January of 2016, we've been 190-plus countries. We're just getting started. We're just getting started. We will be the biggest thing this personal referral industry has ever seen. Second pillar of credibility. We have a license agreement with the Vatican. Now, the Vatican is one of the strongest, largest financial institutions. We won't go get spiritual religious on you. Let's talk financial institution. The Vatican is a city unto itself. And they've actually commissioned Karatbars to have a 1-gram card with the Pope's picture on it. We did so well. People liked that card so much, they did a second agreement and said, let's have 100,000 more with the Pope's picture on it. You can go all on the internet and see that. Now, if you think you're going to do more vetting of Karatbars than the Vatican has, give me a break. The average person said when they're going to check Karatbars out, they're going to Google it. Okay? Believe me, the Vatican has done some homework. Third pillar of credibility. We have a card with the bald eagle, the Statue of Liberty on it. That's a property of the United States Imaging Department. Believe me, we're in business with the United States government. And you don't think they've checked out Karatbars as a legitimate licensed operation. Karatbars is sound and true. Our product is solid. And then the last pillar of credibility, I call it the 4 pillars of credibility. The last one is the privately issued gold MasterCard. That's how we get paid. We get paid 5 times a month. The commissions we earn from referring people and teaching people and educating people about gold being money all over the world, 5 times a month, the company loads commissions directly on a privately issued gold MasterCard. Now, in my 32 years in the industry, folks, I've never had a company have a privately issued MasterCard. That means MasterCard said, we like what you do so much, Karatbars, we'd like you to have our card, put your commissions on our card worldwide. That card is good in 36 million locations around the world. It is state of the art. It has a chip in it that most banks right now in the U.S. don't even have that in their own debit and credit cards right now. We're way ahead of the marketplace. That card is good in 36 million locations. No matter what country you're going to, you stick that card in an ATM machine. If you're in Japan, it gives you the yen. If you're in China, it gives you yuan. If you're in the U.S., it gives you the dollar. If you're in Italy, it gives you the lira. You're in Mexico, it gives you the pesos. Wherever you are, it'll give you that country's currency, or that converts it. You can take that card. You can pay your mortgage, your rent, your light bill, your gas bill, go to dinner, buy clothes. You can do whatever you want to do with that card. It's the most versatile card I've ever seen in my lifetime. And it's completely unencumbered from the entire world's banking system. Now get back with the person who invited you or gave you this CD in order to understand what that means. It's completely unencumbered from the world's banking system. The only one that knows you have that commission is you, Karatbars, and Master. Okay? That's incredible, folks. And right on the card, it has MasterCard's logo and Karatbars' logo. Okay? Why Karatbars International? The product. Our product is money. It's not a lotion, it's not a potion, not a pill, it's not long-distance service, it's not energy, it's not legal services. Now, I don't have anything against those things. After 32 years, believe me, I've marketed most of that stuff at some point in my 32-year career. But I've never been in a position to have a product to market money. And what we're doing is educating people to understand that gold is money, has been money for 5,000-plus years on this planet. J.P. Morgan himself said that gold is money and nothing else, period. Gold is money. And gold cannot be manipulated like paper money, like fiat currency. Why? Because gold's value is always based on the exact amount of labor and dollars it costs to extract it from the planet. Our product is money, okay? And it's transaction-friendly money. You may say, well, why is that so important? I mean, I can buy gold anywhere. Well, no, you can't buy gold just anywhere, and you definitely can't buy transaction-friendly gold anywhere. We have transaction friendly, meaning that you can take that 1 gram of gold, and if something eventually should happen in the economy in a major way on the negative side, you can take that 1 gram of gold and fill your tank up full of gas. You can take that 1 gram of gold and buy groceries, buy food, buy milk. You can exchange that for something, but you can't necessarily change 1 ounce of gold. That's $1,200 or $1,500 or $2,000 for goods and services. We want to create, and we are creating an alternative money system for the entire world. There's no one like us on the planet, folks. We don't have any competition, okay? Our product is money, and we have a product that people want to buy. We don't encourage them to buy. We don't force them to buy. We don't have a monthly purchase requirement. We don't have a mandatory authorship. People acquire gold from Karatbars because they want to acquire gold. And one thing I've learned, especially since I've been in Karatbars International, is that people buy what they want, not necessarily what they need. And here people not buying anything. What they're doing is exchanging their paper currency and inferior currency, which is proven every single day to be more and more inferior every single day, to gold. Paper currency around the world. We don't have any competition. Okay? All roads leads to here, folks. No matter what program people may be in, don't let them shake your tree. They could be in the greatest other product program in the world. And you ask them, well, great, you're making $5 grand a month, 10 grand a month, 20 grand a month. The question is, how are they saving money? What are they going to do with the money? And every financial expert on the planet is saying that 25 to 50% of your savings need to be in gold that you possess. All roads lead to Karatbars International. It's just that simple. And you can also ask anyone a simple question for the competition that may come your way when you are sharing this wonderful business with people, and they tell you their story and they're all excited about it. They got the cure for cancer, whatever they think they have their hands on. You ask them one simple question. 12 months from now, would you like to have $5,000 of that product you have in your house or $5,000 of gold? And every single time I've asked someone that question, they say, I would prefer to have the $5,000 of gold. It tells you we have something unique, something different, something that can't be duplicated. It's incredible. That's why Karatbars is so great. The fourth little thing I like to add on why Karatbars International is because of Wealth Builders Worldwide, and Miss Sheila Abrams talked about that right there in the beginning. Why? Because we're here. I said, why it's so funny we're here? Because we put together a system in the last 2 years. We refined it to folks. This thing is incredible. We got our hands on. And all you got to do is plug in and get your team to plug in, and it grows. It is really that simple. When they plug in, what's the first thing we do? We send them to therealmoney.info. And now we're creating this audio message. You can also hand it out to somebody and let them hear the story themselves over and over again till they get an understanding. Because some people have to hear something, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times before they say, wait a minute, this thing is incredible. But when they get the realmoney.info, it plugs them directly into wealthbuildersworldwide.info. And they started to realize we had a system that has a power call that takes place every single day at 10:45. They realized we have webinars that take place 2 times a day, 12 o'clock and 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, 7 days a week. They realize we have a freedom call every Wednesday night at 10 o'clock. They realize we have an advanced training program every Sunday night at 9 o'clock. And all of this is free, right at their fingertips. And you can build a worldwide business from home. We have 10,000 people on this Wealth Builders Worldwide team, and probably another 20 to 30,000 that are plugging into what we're doing on this team, and meetings are not required. You can do one. You can conduct one, but you can actually get 80 to 90% of what we do on the phone just by sending somebody a simple text and then have them plug into our worldwide support system. And we have people getting involved all over the world. So we know now why you should be involved. Why Karatbars? Man, it's incredible. I believe Karatbars is the best thing I've ever seen in 32 years. There is nothing to touch it. Everything else on a scale of 1 to 10 is a 1 or 2, and Karatbars is a 15. This is the thing you've been looking for all your life. This is it. There is no need to look any place else. People call me sometimes and say, oh, you open. I say no. I'm not open at all. I'm not even remotely open. I don't have time to look at anything else. This is it. This is the gold mine. This is the thing I've been looking for. This is the thing I've been searching for 32 years. definitely for the last 8 or 9, because I understood there will be a company out there that will harness this powerful technology, the power that we have in our hands today with a cell phone, to build a worldwide empire. I knew it would happen. And then you said, why now? Why now? Why is it so important? Why Mr. Delco, Miss Sheila Abrams, Mr. Best, myself, why am I so radical right now? Because, folks, you could go your whole life and never find yourself in this kind of situation, this kind of timing. There are 76 million baby boomers turning 60 years old at a rate of 10,000 per day. And every last one is terrified about retirement. Every last one is worried about their money running out before their life does. No exceptions. 99% has got a 2% raise in the last 20 years. Believe me, I don't care how they look, how they smile, how they play. I don't know what cruise they just went on, just cruise they just came back from. They still 69 days from being bankrupt. That's the fact. And they're looking. There are people who've saved $100,000, $500,000 to $1 million in retirement, and they're trying to find something else to do with their money. They're looking for us. They don't know they're looking for us, but they're looking for us. And then you got young people who are coming out of college, who've been out of college 5 and 10 years, who are burdened with tens of thousands of college debt from an education that promised them financial independence, promised them freedom, promised them a better life, and it's not there. You just saw this last week, a lady on the internet burning up her degree, said it wasn't what the paper was printed on. Now, I wouldn't go that far, okay? But we know the facts are staring us in the face. The marketplace is looking for what we have. The worldwide financial crisis. We've seen what happened in Greece. People sitting there, not the first time, this is the second time in 10 years, they're sitting there looking at a bank, and the bank is closed, and so you can't get your money. And then you finally can get your money, so you can only take out $60 a day. We said, well, that can't happen in America. We pray to God it don't. But it is better to be prepared and not have. It is better to be prepared than not prepared. I suggest you prepare. We know Puerto Rico is billions of dollars in debt, pretty much bankrupt. We saw what Venezuela did last year when they literally took their dollar and devalued their dollar, their currency, their paper currency by 35 to 40%. We saw what happened in Zimbabwe. They burning the paper up for firewood. I mean, give me a break. This is happening all around us. The U.S. dollar has lost 98% of its purchasing power in the last 100 years. Okay? And if that's not enough news, just look at what happened in the market in the last 3 weeks. And most people don't take that personal. They go, the stock market lost $3 trillion in about 2 weeks. Well, most people don't relate that to their 401k, their RA, their pensions, their retirement, to Social Security. But you must understand that pretty much every dollar in America is tied up in the stock market. That's your future. That's your pension. That's your retirement. That's your 401k. That's your IRA. When they say $3 trillion lost, that wasn't just money lost. That's your future. I had a relative call me and say he lost $120,000 in 1 week. The timing is now. People saying, what do I do with this money? How can I save my retirement? How can I protect my future? Right now. Get them in Karatbars. Expose them to Karatbars. Get a sense of urgency. Why, right now, the last point I want to make, I'm almost done here, because now is the time. Because here's the good news. So all this is going on in the global economy, but here's the good news. In 2012, Karatbars did $2.2 million in business. In 2013, give yourself time to succeed, it did $8.5 million. In 2014, it cracked $30 million in business. People still wonder what's going on. In 2015, that's right, this year, we're on track to do $100 to $150 million in business. And right now, still today, you line up 100 people to ask them about Karatbars, and 99% of them don't know what you're talking about. Never heard of the company. And if the 4 or 5 have heard of the company, they still don't know what you're talking about. We have the greatest business opportunity in our hands I've ever seen in my entire lifetime, and I've been in this industry 32 years, and on this planet 60-plus years. I've been a free man for 20. My wife has been a free woman for 28. My son, he's never even applied for a job. This thing took me out my semi-comatose retirement state 22 months ago, and I've been fired up ever since. Didn't even know it was possible for me to be fired up again. We're in the right place at the right time. The world is waiting for this message that we have to deliver, and we're going to deliver. We have a marketplace. Every businessman out there says, what's the potential marketplace your business is in? What's the potential marketplace your product has? If you're in weight loss, they tell you the market is such a size. You're in the vitamin where they tell you it's going to be so big that You heard all those stats. Well, we're in the biggest market there is, folks, and that's the money business. $1.4 quadrillion worth of fiat currency is gradually being converted to transaction-friendly gold. I like what Big Boomer says, that Karatbars with less than 1% of this marketplace will be bigger than the entire personal referral business combined. Now, all this is great facts, good news, man, information. Everybody should be in Karatbars. I believe everyone should be in Karatbars. And you can believe that, too. You can be on with all these facts. You can talk about the depth of the dollar. You can talk about all this stuff. But nothing happens until you got a dream. And when you're talking to folks, I believe the most important thing you can get them to do is to help them to start to dream again. They'll start to get the facts and the information, but facts tell and stories sell. And the story is going to sell Karatbars, make Karatbars the biggest company that's ever lived. It's backed by those facts, but what's going to get people started is the fact that you must talk to them about a dream. You must help them identify the thing they want. Why you should do this business is so much more important than how. Why? Do you have a dream of a new home? Do you want to get out of debt? Do you dream of owning a new car? Do you dream of owning 3 or 4 cars? Can you see yourself flying down the street in that black Jaguar with tan interior, man? That Palomino interior smells new. That new car smell, nothing like that new car smell. When you go pick up that brand new Mercedes, that brand new BMW, you can smell that leather. Nothing like that. When you go pick out that new house and you furnish it the way you want, can you see yourself doing it? Can you see yourself traveling all over the world any way you want to go? And when you finally land in a beach in Hawaii for the first time in your life, and you go there and you check in the Hilton Hawaiian Village, man, and you come downstairs, you walk out to the beach, you right there, the hotel is right on the beach, and you feel that sand twinkle through your toes, and you get all excited. And you start imagining, you look at your significant other and say, God knows we did this thing. Can you believe this? We did this thing. What's your dream? What's going to get you excited? The ultimate dream in Karatbars, folks, is freedom. It is the ultimate freedom plan out of all the things I have seen in my 32 years. It's the ultimate freedom plan. I believe it's a 3 to 12-month run for those who are dead serious. But what if it took you 2 years, 3 years, 4 years to get free? You're still way ahead of the population. You're still way ahead of the time curve that says you can work 40 to 45 to 50 years and never, ever get free. Here's a shot. Here's an opportunity. When I saw this industry 32 years ago, the guy says a 2 to 5 year plan. I didn't think about becoming a millionaire. I thought about 2 to 5 years, and he was told me I could be free. How many of you would like to be free? Just free, just to wake up for 1 year, 2, 3, 4, 5 years of your lifetime, and never have to worry about money, worry about the boss. You don't have to call in sick. You do what you want to do. This is a lifestyle of freedom that we're selling, folks. That's more than the money. It's more than any of that stuff. It's a lifestyle of freedom. You can only wear so many watches, drive so many cars. But the most precious thing we all have is time on this planet. I encourage you to get hungry for freedom. Get fired. Oh, you're going to get the cars along the way. You're going to get the watches along the way. You're going to get the jewelry along the way. You're going to travel along the way. You're going to buy the house. You're going to do all that stuff. But ultimately, I tell you, I want you to feel me on this. We'll sit on the beach somewhere a year from now, 5 years from now talking. Remember this conversation. You're going to say, Tyrone, it's all great, but nothing beats freedom. With that in mind, folks, I want to turn it back over to Mr. Michael Delco, and we're going to open this line up and let a few people chat and see what's going to mind. Remember, why you, why Karatbars, and why now? Now's the time. Let's get it done right now. Back to you, Mr. Delco.
We are in Q&A mode. You guys can press star 6 to get in the queue and share your testimonial real quick on this amazing Freedom Call tonight. Thank you so much, Mr. Best. I thought I was fired up, man. Boy, here we go. 240, your line is live. 240-429, your line is live.
Hey, good evening, Mr. Delco. Good evening, Mr. Best. This is George Wilson out of Washington, D.C., Soul Member Suite.
Good evening. Yes, good evening.
Yeah, I just want to say thank you again. I know we say it all the time when we get on the call, but the reason we say it is we really mean it. Thank you for this opportunity. It just seems like ever since I've been in the Karatbars, my vision, my dreams, my aspirations seem more tangible. I just feel like I can do whatever it is I want to do. I can accomplish more goals. and my dreams and my goals get a little bit bigger every day. I just thank you. Appreciate you.
Outstanding, Mr. Wilson. I can definitely echo those sentiments. 903, welcome to the Freedom Call. 903, your line is live. 903-268, your line is live. Welcome to the Freedom Call.
This is Reggie King, George King's oldest boy, Oprah King's pride and joy. Man, I'm so happy to be walking on this earth, and the dirt ain't on top of me. The reason I'm in Karatbars is because I am helping people to transition to the new world economy. That's it.
Wow.
I am helping as many people as I possibly can to transition to the new world economy. Thank you.
You know what? Thank you so much, Mr. Reggie King, the big voice from Texas, and that was a big idea, helping people transition to the new world economy. That's really, really strong. 478-342, your line is live.
Hi, Mrs. Elko, Mr. Best. This is Diane Kelly from Macon, Georgia. And I wanted to say my goals as an elder is to achieve economic freedom and to also escape economic death. They want to cut everything from us. And while I'm helping others to do the same, I'm also working on leaving a legacy to my family, something that hasn't been done in decades. So thank you so much for all that y'all do.
Thank you so much, Ms. Diane Kelly, Macon, Georgia. That was beautiful. 321-987, your line is live. 321-987, your line is live. Welcome to the Freedom Call. You may be muted there. I'll give you one more chance there. 321-987, you're live. I'll come back to you, 321. Next caller in queue is 818. 818-618, your line is live.
Good evening. My name is Sheila Abram, and I'm from California. I'm a traditional business owner, and like most business owners, I would put at least 90% of my profits back into my business. So I knew I needed a system that I could save my money that was separate from my bank account. I received a phone call about Karatbars, and the corporate webinar was 4 hours later. I was on it, and within 1 hour, right after the webinar, I purchased a VIP package. So why Karatbars? That's because that is the vehicle that's going to allow me to save my money in real money, which is gold. Now, why now? Because now I see myself, flash forward 1 year from when I started saving in gold, I now have more money saved up now in this last 12 months than in my entire adult professional career. So for the first time, I can see myself living retired in the lifestyle I deserve. Back to you.
Thank you so much, Ms. Sheila Abram, California Gold Rush team. Boy, wouldn't you like to be the person that told Abram about Karatbars, and in 1 hour she was all over this thing. And folks, that's how it works. 440-391, your line is live.
Good evening, Mr. Velko. This is Latasha from Ohio.
Good evening.
Well, I just wanted to jump on. When I got started, it was about 6 months ago, and having come from the traditional business background, I did things much like probably you and Mr. Best, college and career job. And like Mr. Best, I just wanted freedom. I have 3 little kids, and I'm married, I have a husband, and I saw that we were working hard, but we weren't really getting anywhere. So we had tried a couple things from home. And finally, Karatbars found me, and it's the opportunity not only to leave a legacy for my children that is strong. I hope to one day be like Mr. Best and allow my children to do what they love and not what they have to do for money. And I want to be able to leave that generational wealth that we were charged to leave in the Bible, if that's your faith. So that's why I'm here, and I'm excited every single day. Every time I make a check with a comma in it, Mr. Best said you should be grateful because you made it with no one's permission. And so I really do appreciate everything that we have here.
Thank you so much, Latasha Tate in Ohio, and you have picked the right vehicle. I promise you that. 770-964, your line is live. Welcome to the Freedom Call.
Thank you. Hi, good evening, Wealth Builders. Hi, my name is Rodney White. To really be short, this is my reason why Karatbars for me. My wife and I were sitting around one day, and we got our we just got our monthly statement back, and we were saving up money for our kids' education. And we just noticed that they weren't paying us anything for all this money that we had sitting around. So we did begin to pray about it and was asking God for our opportunity of what we needed to do. I didn't want to go in the stock market because I didn't want to gamble my kids' future away. So when the opportunity of Karatbars came by my way, I took it and ran with it. And I think now it also afforded me to now dream again. And just being on the power calls, it's really changing my mindset to really know what freedom is. I thought I knew what freedom is, but now I'm learning. So that's my why.
Thank you so much, Mr. Rodney White. Next caller in queue is 631-514. Your line is live.
This is Rodney Berger from New York, and I just want to share why Karatbars. It took me 6 months to get into Karatbars because I was not sure if this was the real thing. Because I got burned by other business opportunities before because all they could do was take money from me, and I never made money. But with Karatbars, once I finally understood it, I took off with it, and it's changed my life. It's made me compassionate. It's made me passionate about how passionate about helping other people. And that's what I love about it. And for the first time in my life, I'm actually saving my money. Money would never stay in my savings because I would spend it. But now that I'm saving and exchanging my money into gold, I have something that holds value and that will always have value. And I'm excited about finally getting gold that I can finally afford and saving it. And I appreciate this team and the support we get and the love that we get to share with others. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Rodney Berger. Totally powerful statements from you, sir. Thank you, Rodney Berger, New York. 704-968. Your line is live.
This is Chris Maynard in Charlotte, North Carolina. My why with Karatbars was I actually have never been able to save money in my life. I've had over $100,000 in my hand at one time and didn't save a penny and have nothing to show for it. And for the first time, Karatbars has allowed me to not only save money, but to dream again, to see a light at the end of the tunnel, and to have control over my life and not give it to someone else. And it's allowing me to leave a legacy for my kids and my grandkids. My dad, I never saw my dad with a job. He was always a business owner. My grandfather was the business owner. My uncles are business owners, but they only have business owners that require them to do the work. When they stopped working, their income became lessened. But with Karatbars, I saw the opportunity for that never to happen to me, and for my grandson to be like Mr. Best's son, to be a little dreamer. I look at the young fellas, the smartest kid in his school, and I want to see him be able to dream and not have to worry about getting bogged down looking for a job. He can dream and do something that's going to change the world, and that's my why, and that's why I'm here in Karatbars.
Thank you so much, Chris Maynard, Charlotte, North Carolina. Woo! 936-672. Your line is live. Welcome to the Freedom Call.
Good evening, Mr. Delco.
Good evening.
This is good evening. This is B.J. Kokendorf for Conroe, Texas, and I've been in the network referral marketing industry for more than 20 years. And when I was first introduced to Karatbars, I didn't get it right away. But when I did, I knew I'd found something special and something I had never seen anything like before. Karatbars has opened a worldwide opportunity that will change the lives of millions, and we all have a chance to be part of that. So for the first time in many years, I've found a home, I have an opportunity to make a difference, and I can finally dream again, and I can dream big. So really all I can say is thank you to Wealth Builders Worldwide, and thank you, Karatbars.
Thank you so much, Ms. B.J. Kokendorf, and down in Conroe, Texas, and your leadership is amazing. So thank you for everything you do to help build this team. 757-592, your line is live. Welcome to the Freedom Call.
Good evening, family. This is Joe Shivers in Carrollton, Virginia. And I can sum up in 2 words why Karatbars. And those 2 words are generational freedom.
Wow.
Freedom is the goal. And I have a granddaughter that I am planning on never having to work for anyone unless she chooses to. So generational freedom, Karatbars is the freedom train. Get a ticket, get on board, and let's ride. Thank you.
Awesome, Mr. Joe Chavez in Virginia. Mr. Chavez, I can honestly say I don't think I've ever heard those 2 words used together. Generational freedom. That is incredible. 484, your line is live.
Hello, good evening to everyone tonight. Hello, Mr. Mike Delco.
Hey, good evening.
This is Ed Hackett in Philadelphia, and my why is because Karatbars allows what a lot of people think is impossible to become possible, and also Karatbars International is where dreams come true. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Eddie Hackett. 724-797, your line is live.
Good evening. This is Esther Scott from Pennsylvania, and my Karatbars why is my offspring. They didn't ask to be born, and I want to be the responsible one to teach them how not to be slaves to the system as I once was. All of the jobs that I had throughout my years, including the Marine Corps, and I had nothing to show for it. And then Karatbars came along and set me free. And all it takes is have faith in the system, positivity, and a caring to help others and to do and feel the same. Nothing else can compare to Karatbars, and I thank all of you. And I love my family. I love my Karatbars family. That is my why.
Thank you so much, Ms. Esther Scott. Next caller in queue is 772-634. Your line is live.
Good evening, Mr. Delco. This is Louis Stroud calling out of Atlanta, Georgia. How you doing this evening?
Good evening.
Well, my Karatbars why is I never want to see the sad look on people's faces like happened back in 2008 when people were losing their homes. That's a big why for me. That's a big why that I joined Karatbars, because I needed a vehicle to help them get through that process and to build generational wealth. And my why for me is I will not allow my daughter to have student loans, and I will not allow another generation to go by the cycle of debt and poverty mindset in my family. So that's my reason for Karatbars, and this is a godsend.
Absolutely, it is. Mr. Louis Stroud, thank you so much. 724-570, your line is live.
Hello, my name is Butch Jackson, and my why is because I'm in the educational field, and I no longer have that passion and desire that I have years ago, but I always love helping people. So why I got in Karatbars is because it makes sense. And for the first time, I can see a light at the end of the tunnel for creating wealth, which I can control myself, not my job. And that light is sitting in a way of hope for others as well.
Yes, sir. I'm sorry I cut you off there, Mr. Butch Jackson. Thank you so much for your amazing testimonial, and what your team is doing is historic. So keep doing what you're doing, sir. 508-663, your line is live.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Hi, this is Gail Sapola from Massachusetts. And my why is my two teens, one starting to drive and one starting college. And I joined Karatbars because the mission truly resonated with me. I grew up in a traditional family, my dad being an attorney, grew up with good values, trust, and financial security. Now let's fast forward to today's world of financial uncertainty. Our CEO, Mr. Seitz, has provided us with a solution that has reestablished the trust, the values, and the financial security we all deserve. I've been a practicing dental hygienist for 20 years plus, but now also practicing preventative financial hygiene. And my goal is to educate and assist people to our new world economy, 1 gram of gold at a time. Thank you.
Oh, my goodness. Boy, I'm going to listen back to that. That was incredible. Thank you, Gail. 601-896, your line is live.
Hey, good afternoon. This is Glenn Perkins from Jackson, Mississippi.
Good evening.
Yes, sir. I want to give you my why. Like I said, I looked at Karatbars about 3 months ago, and I studied it for the first month. Like everybody else, skeptical, wanted to look at everything and all that. And when I finally got a look at it, in my lifetime, I've made a lot of money with it in different industries. But when I got to looking at Karatbars, I said, man, this is an opportunity where I can help a lot of people. And that's what I enjoy doing. That's what I always did. And when I looked at Karatbars and saw the thing that it had residual income and all the other incomes, and like I said, the income was fine, but the thing what that really got me was I would be able to help a lot of people, I'm talking about relatives, friends, and it's something that everybody needs. So that's my why, and I get it. I'm excited. I'm excited again. I had one while kind of lost my enthusiasm, but now I'm excited about life again because I know the power of being in the right vehicle. That's what got me.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate your comments. Outstanding comments from you, and your team is just getting cranked up there. So keep doing what you're doing. 704-408, your line is live.
Mr. Delco, Mr. Best. My name is Tom Lynch from Charlotte, North Carolina. My reason for Karatbars is just simply to be financially free, be able to provide a better, higher standard of living, for myself, my family, and the people that I surround myself with. And I believe that with Karatbars, I can make this happen, and I'm making it happen. And that's my why.
Yes, sir. Make it happen. Make it happen. 202-669, your line is live.
Good evening, Karatbars family. This is Sheila in D.C. Not only is Karatbars a blessing to me, but to people all over the world. Karatbars is the best thing that I've ever heard of, let alone be a part of. Karatbars is truly the perfect vehicle that provides equal playing field for everyone to achieve financial freedom. I am so grateful for the opportunity. Special thanks to Harold Sykes for having the vision. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ms. Sheila Nolan of Washington, D.C. 502-268, your line is live.
My name is Charlene Kelly from Milton, Kentucky, and Dr. Dennis Steigerwald introduced me to Karatbars International. He knew I had been helping people as an RN all my life, but for the first time he's offered me a time in my life that I have a path to financial freedom, and I can help others have financial freedom too.
Thank you so much. And you know what I took away from that, even more than what you said, and it was amazing, it was a doctor of chiropractic, Dr. Dennis Steigerwald, talked to a registered nurse about Karatbars, and they're both in. Who joins Karatbars, folks? Everybody joins Karatbars. That was a powerful testimonial. 720, welcome to the Power Call.
Good evening, everyone. Ms. Delco and Mr. Best and everyone else. This is Janelle from Colorado. When I retired back in 2009, I had sat down with my financial planner, and we went over everything that I wanted to do, my vision of traveling and everything. And at the time, it was calculated that I would have enough money to enjoy my retirement, but all the way into my older years. So when the inflation hit, my 401 started diminishing. And thanks to Karatbars, I am now I'm building my income once again, and I'm protecting the rest of my retirement by saving it in affordable gold amount, 1 gram, 2.5, and 5 gram LBMA gold bullion bars. And I say it would behoove anyone looking to earn residual income and hedging their finances to take a closer look at Karatbars, because it truly is an amazing opportunity. And it's very easy when you really think about it for anyone that is not entrepreneurial in the entrepreneurial mindset, or if you have worked in corporate America for a long time, it is nothing that they have to study for. I mean, Karatbars has done all the listing for them. And my why is, of course, my children and my grandchildren. I don't want them to be settled with college debt. I want them to have an entrepreneurial freedom so they can go after the dreams the way they want to. And if I have to do their lifeboat, then so be it. But that's why I love it.
Thank you so much, Mr. Janelle. Mom's in Colorado. 770-289. Your line is live.
Good evening, Wealth Builders. This is Phyllis Jones in Atlanta. And it's been stated that the definition of insanity is to keep doing the same thing over and over and expect different results. So that's why I'm in Karatbars. It has completely changed my mindset. I'm a goal saver for life. My dream is to be financially free. My why is my 17-year-old son. And my mission is to help as many others as possible to do the same. For me, Karatbars is not just a wealth building program, but it's a wealth builder's way of life. Thank you.
Wealth builder's way of life. Thank you so much, Ms. Phyllis Jones. 770-288. Your line is live.
Hi, this is Willie Brown, the Sherry Brown Goldfinger out of
McDonough, Georgia, Karatbars is the ultimate wealth building opportunity. Not only does it help you, but it also allows you to help many others who join in under you. I've noticed from the goal that we've been saving, we've been able to help many of the people who signed up under us. I've never been in a program where just because you acquire gold, people under you benefit from that same gold. It's an amazing program. I've never seen anything like it. It's the best product in the world. It is gold. It's the real money. There's no reason not to do it. It's free to join. I just can't imagine why anybody wouldn't do this. But I think it's an awesome venture, and I'm glad to be a part of it. I thank my wife for believing in me enough and staying on my case until I got involved. Thank you very much. I love you guys. Have a golden night.
Thank you so much, Willie and Sherry Brown, McDonough, Georgia. 773-610. Welcome to this amazing Freedom Call. Your line is live.
Hi, this is Jacqueline Smith from Chicago, Illinois. I'm just so glad that I had the chance that someone came to me and introduced Karatbar to me. And what Karatbar means to me is freedom. I have been in other network marketing companies and stuff, and it was like I really didn't get too far with it. But I just see the vision of Karatbar, and I also want to impact other people's lives by showing them how to build wealth and to never, ever give up building people.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Ms. Jacqueline Smith. 321-987, you're live. Welcome to the Freedom Call.
Good evening, Mr. Bess and Mr. Dalco. This is Earl Nixon calling out of Florida. And good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My why is I have 7 children and 7 grandchildren. My great-grandfather left a lot of land for our family because he wanted us all to be wealthy. That didn't work out. So I find Karatbars to be a financial vehicle that could fulfill his desire all those years ago for our entire family to create and generate generational wealth and pass it on to future generations. And because I love other people, I'm excited about Karatbars because it puts me in a position to help others to help themselves internationally. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Earl Nixon. Man, that was an incredible testimonial. Just absolutely incredible. 209-425, your line is live.
Good evening, everyone. This is Deetta Oliver from Stockton, California, and I was not introduced to Karatbars by anyone. I saw Mr. Earl Nixon's post on Facebook, and I called him and got into Karatbars, and I'm so glad I did. My why for Karatbars is balance, and because I want time freedom and financial freedom, and without each one, I'm out of balance. And that is my Karatbars why for myself and my family. Have a great evening, everyone.
That is just awesome, Ms. Deetta Oliver, and I love that balance statement, but I never knew you found Mr. Nixon instead of him finding you, and that's a testament to continuously putting the word out on social media. So way to go, Mr. Nixon. Congratulations, Ms. Deetta Oliver. 203-391, your line is live. Welcome to the call.
Yes, hello. My name is Erica Padmore. And, I just wanted to say that about 2 years ago, I relocated back to Atlanta and went to a wealth building seminar. And one of the gentlemen actually predicted the 2008 crash. And he told us that we had 2 years to get ourselves together because what was getting ready to happen was America was going to go through major hyperinflation. And it would make the Great Depression looked like child's play. And, and he kept telling people this is going to happen for sure. You guys have a couple of years. So when I heard about this, through a friend of mine, I was so excited because at 53, I'm one of those people that went through a divorce, lost everything, and starting over. And so to me, this is like a lifeline. But I decided to do this to be able to help people and be able to leave something for my daughter. But more importantly, I was listening to one of the economists, and Mike Maloney, and he said this is the largest transfer of wealth in the history of the entire world and it would only happen once in our lifetime. And I almost fell off of my chair. And I thought, if you got a pulse, you got to be stupid, you know. And I was actually just started another business, and I actually called that gentleman and said, you know what, I'm sorry, but I have got to put that on ice because this is bigger than anything right now that there is. And, you know, and I'm not missing it. So we have two choices. Either be on the right side of this equation where we're benefiting from it, or where people are going to be hurting. And I personally don't want to see people hurt. And I just really want to be able to lock arms and just share this mission for who's wanting to listen. But this is just, some of this is biblical and some of this is prophetic. But for those people, this is the largest transfer of wealth laid up and stored up for those people who've got a little bit of vision. So that's all I want to say. Thank you guys for everything.
Thank you so much, Ms. Patmore. Thank you. Outstanding statements from you. Thank you for that. 562-314. Your line is live.
Good evening, Mr. Delco. It's Samuel. I'm actually on the East Coast. I'm in Parkton, Maryland, Mr. Ed Williams. And my wife, Karatbars, is because I'm in love with life, Mr. Delco, and Karatbars is allowing me to spread my wings, and I get to help people in any way I choose, and I don't ever have to stop. And that's why I always say, free people, enjoy this. Have a great night.
Thank you so much, Mr. Samuel Jackson. We've still got a few more people in queue, so try to make your comments as concise as possible, but we certainly want to hear from you. 443, your line is live.
Yahoo! Parkton, Maryland, back in the house again. Many of you know me as Poppy Paparazzi, so my Y is Gracie Gray, our granddaughter, Darlin, our granddaughter, and we're just so excited about Karatbars. And there's a lot of whys, but the why now is, hey, 5 years from now, if you don't do Karatbars, where will you be? Look at what you're doing now, and look at the last 5 years. And if you'd have had Karatbars 5 years ago, where would you be today? So be as busy as we possibly can be to share this with as many people as we possibly can, because right now is the most perfect time to be doing this. It's absolutely fantastic. Thank you, Mr. Mike.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much, Mr. Ed Williams. 901-361. Your line is live.
Hello, Mr. Delco.
Hey, good evening.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
My name is Fred Jordan. My upline is Ricky Johnson. I be on the calls all the time, and I don't usually say nothing much. But I got a great why also. But I'm a little perturbed. You know why? My job today, we had a retirement seminar. It's a farce. The retirement system is a farce. I called Ricky Johnson and thanked him for introducing to me. Back to you.
Thank you so much. Man, I want to say something about that so bad. I'm just going to hold it. That is so powerful. 516. Thank you for that, man. That was awesome. 516-244. Welcome to the Power Call.
Greetings, Gold Savers, guests, Karatbars affiliates. My name is Lawrence Stevens. I'm from New York. I'm a VIP affiliate with Karatbars International. My why for doing Karatbars International is so that I could leave my family a legacy of health and wealth rather than a legacy of debt. I also want to gain financial freedom, freedom from debt, and time freedom. While the powers that be in society are, causing some situations that might harm us and make us not be able to achieve the things that we're trying to achieve and get us in debt, Karatbars International is helping to make us free from debt. And so that is one of the reasons why I am doing Karatbars International. So with that, I put Karatbars at the top of my priority list. It's God, family, health, and the mission of Karatbars International. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Thank you so much, Mr. Lawrence Stevens. Awesome leadership in New York. 212, I dropped you. I apologize. Please try to get back in, 212. I'm so sorry about that. 724-462, your line is live.
Hello. My name is Patricia Cherry, and I'm from Washington, Pennsylvania. And here's my Karatbars why. Our children, our grandchildren, family and friends, our church, and the kingdom of God. You see, now we can dream. and then we can dream bigger. It is to achieve freedom from debt, freedom to live, freedom to give, and to serve others, to be free fully and to walk in it. Thank you.
Thank you, Patricia Cherry, so much. 601-331, your line is live. I think I forgot you open here. 601-331, you're live. Welcome to the Freedom Call. Can you hear me? There you are.
Yes, I can. My name is Charles Quinn from Jackson, Mississippi. Someone said that give me a prop strong enough and a lever long enough and I can move the world. That's how I feel about Karatbars. Karatbars is the prop that is long enough, and Wealth Builders Worldwide is the lever that is long enough, that is helping me move from poverty to wealth. I just want to thank those who have developed this great business model and those who is working very hard every day to help us to manage this great business model. Just wanted to add my name to those who have shared what Karatbars have done for them on this call.
Outstanding. Thank you so much. That's powerful. Really, really powerful. I'm loving this. 816-289, your line is live. 816-289, you're live. Welcome to the Freedom Call. You may be muted here.
This is Mark Smith of Kansas City. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now. Good evening.
After 2 divorces and being in debt up to my eyeballs, I found myself in a situation where I was on my daughter's couch. And thank God that Lawrence Stevens had placed an ad that I answered for Karatbars. I believe this would be my freedom. And instead of calling Dave Ramsey, I'm going to call Mr. Tyrone Best on his Freedom Call and call it the name Freedom. Thank you.
Awesome. Wow. Yeah, 770-871. Welcome to the Freedom Call. Wow. Incredible.
Yes. Hi, my name is Sherry Brown, and my why is in 1979, I became a teenage parent. I was 15 years old, and all I could think about was how I was going to take care of my son. And he's now 36 years old. And I just think about all of the teenage moms out there today. And I will, through Karatbars, I'll be able to provide them with the tools that's going to allow them to be able to take care of the unwed mothers, the teenage mothers. I'll be able to show them that you now have a way that you can take care of your children, and the struggle won't be like it was for me.
Outstanding. Ms. Sherry Brown, McDonough, Georgia, 202-425. Your line is live.
This is Gregory Williams, Washington, D.C.
There you are. Good evening.
My wife is Karatbars now because it works. I've seen it work for other people. It worked for you all. It definitely worked for me. And my goal is to help other individuals like myself who make mistakes in life to achieve some of their dreams and to reach for the top. The Karatbars is better and better. Thanks for that.
Thank you so much. And I'm really excited about this call tonight. Thank you, Mr. Best, for giving all our team members this opportunity. I want to go ahead and kick the mic back to you, Mr. Ty Best. Thank you so much, sir.
Folks, I just want to say that I'm full. I appreciate everybody, truly, for getting on this call tonight and sharing their heartfelt testimonies about what Karatbars mean to them. I don't have anything else to add. I just, we're going to get this out on CDs so you can share it with folks and let them get to know what we know and feel what we feel. And with that in mind, I appreciate this Freedom Call. I think it was exceptional. And that's all I want to add, man. Just a great call, and it's you who make this call great, and it's you who will touch people all around this world. And we're going to change the world. Every one of us is going to change the world in our own special way. You have a story to tell, and I can't wait to hear your complete story. So thank you, Mr. Delco. Let's close her out.
Okay, well, folks, somebody texted me and said they didn't hear my why. I'm going to try to condense this as short as possible. It may not make a lot of sense to you, but check this out. 2008, I was a mortgage banker, been there for 15 years. Nobody told us that the mortgage industry was going to implode. I woke up that morning in my 20-room house, 10,000 square foot home, $750,000 up in Atlanta, and went down to the desk, faxed in a loan, and not one mortgage company was able to take that loan. It's because the powers that be collapsed the system. And folks, we finally have a chance to change not only our lives, but save everyone from that money game that's out there. The Karatbars offers us gold, and it's the only real money. So, Ty Best, thank you, and Miss Valerie Best for putting the Wealth Builders Worldwide team together. Let's go for it. Let's make history. Let's change lives all over the world. We're going to open up the lines and give everybody a chance to say good night to everybody. You have a phenomenal evening. We'll see you.
Yes. Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.